the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and soup. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Here's 3rd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
On 1st down, Hurts throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground
to about the 40-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This is 2nd and 8.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Off play action. Freeman. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Freeman. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Panthers, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.